would seem once again little Kakarot is off on another one of his adventures, while Fasha and Gine are more or less just doing their own thing. Hey guys, DB right here, and today I am continuing with what if both Gine and Fasha survived? And well, it's been a somewhat interesting tale with more or less Gine being able to escape Planet Vegeta's destruction, getting into the space pod with Goku, and well, as for Fasha, it was more or less a accidental. Well, the fact she managed to survive Dodoria's ambush. Left for dead, she was wounded, but the job just wasn't quite complete. And well, she returned to Planet Vegeta to find it no longer there, and well, decided to track the space pod that more or less went past her when she especially noticed that it had Gine and Kakarot inside. And well, relatively being able to track Gine and Kakarot down really quickly, and being taken in by Grandpa Gohan as well, it was almost like Grandpa Gohan got himself like a little family in his homestead. A family that could help him out around the place with chores and things like that, but also have some interesting people to talk to, and well, in a way, Fasha and Gine are like his own pupils, more or less. And well, with that, it pretty much led to the Pilaf saga pretty much playing out exactly as it does per normal, except that Kakarot is a bit stronger, having training sessions with both his mother and Fasha. Fasha are power level 2000, so she's like a titan on this planet. And Gine, she's definitely at least a beast on this planet with a power level of 500. So they're the two strongest beings on the planet at the moment. And, well, they did enter the Tenkaichi Budokai, only promising to use their tournament power, not the kind of power they used, in a situation where they're in danger or anything like that, or conquering a planet if, Saiyans were still doing that, which they're not. So, the battles for Fasha and Gine have been pretty cruisy and just sort of fun. And well, when the 21st Tenkaichi Budokai went down, it actually ended with Fasha winning the whole thing when she accidentally went Great Ape in the middle of the tournament, knocking Jackie Chun, the Disguise Master Roshi, out of the ring. And it was completely unaccidental. Fasha does have quite a bit of control in her ape form, but yeah, the tail just sort of accidentally knocked Jackie Chun out of the ring. And basically she just sat there until Pua cut off her tail, and she reverted back to her normal form. Now mind you, not like Fasha really enjoyed that very much. I mean, having your tail cut off, that's like an insult for a Saiyan. Now, I know in the last part I actually said that Fasha's tail was never ever going to grow back because she's an adult. I heard things that apparently if Saiyans are hit adulthood, their tails don't grow back. However, I've also read that the only reason Vegeta and Goku's tails have never grown back because their bodies have learnt that they're useless. And mind you, at that time, Goku and Vegeta were pretty powerful during that time. Although in Goku's case, his tail was removed permanently thanks to Kami and his magic. At least as far as I understood. So, it's actually possible that Fasha might not be at that maturing age where her body's learned that the tail is useless. Because, well, as we know, the tails do tend to grow back in moments of danger as well. Like when Goku was going to get thrown out of the ring by Giran in the original, as well as, Vegeta and Gohan in the Saiyan arc. So, yes, we can have Fasha's tail grow back. So, I do apologize for that, just a slight change. And, well, now with the Tenkaichi Budokai over, Goku is more or less out in search of Grandpa Gohan's Dragon Ball. After all, he did promise to return it to him. He didn't know the Dragon Balls were going to scatter on him after a wish was made. Oolong his comfortable underwear. And well, this is where we last left off. And well, since then, Fasha of Gine have returned home to Grandpa Gohan, who hasn't seen them in a while since they left for Roshi Island, training with Kakarot under the Turtle Hermit. And well, with everything that goes on, Gine and Fasha are pretty happy sparring together almost all day, every day, getting stronger and working on their faults. And with that, Gine's actually catching up to Fasha's power relatively quickly. I mean, after all, training with another Saiyan, it wasn't a battle to the death. They weren't out killing anyone or anything like that. It's just friendly sparring bouts and training. And that's the kind of training Gine could more or less get into and build her confidence up that way. You know, not be such a battle-shy Saiyan. After all, Goku's running around, fighting an army, taking Dragon Balls, and getting stronger in his own time. Why can't she do the same? And well, as we know from the previous couple parts, Fasha and Gine are really good friends. So it's not like they're bitter enemies really trying to outdo each other. It's all just a lot of good fun, and plus they're learning a lot from Grandpa Gohan and his side of the martial arts and things like that. Even he'd join them for a training session every now and then. Of course, sometimes he'd get flogged pretty quick, but I know other times he does manage to get the better of him, especially grabbing Gine's tail and passing her out that way. Yep, she's got to work on her tail weakness. And well, pretty much the Red Ribbon Army saga in terms of what Goku's doing pretty much plays out per normal, with the exception when we get to the whole General Blue bit and Bulma and Goku need to borrow the sub to get down there. They go back to the island to find Gine and Fasha there, and well, both of them are more or less curious to what this whole thing is all about, and actually decide to tag along also with Krillin. And well, yeah, that's not going to look good. That's not going to go well for General Blue. And well, Roshi takes care of the other Red Ribbon Army guys who attack his island, just like he does in the original. And, well, the good thing that Kakarot and the others can fly, there's no, it's easier for them to avoid all the traps that the modern day pirates set, when they were protecting their loot. And well, yeah, General Blue's men all got killed stepping onto that arrow pit, just like they do in the original. And well, when we get to the whole pirate robot, Kakarot decides to more or less battle it on his own, and Gine and Fasha aren't going to stop him, because well, Kakarot does need the exercise and training. Fasha and Gine could get rid of that robot easily. Either one of them could deal with that robot with one blow. So why not let Kakarot have a bit of fun here? And well, just like in the original, Goku takes it out while Krillin, Bulma, Fasha and Gine go on ahead to get the Dragon Ball, and this is where they run into General Blue, and he does more or less surprise everyone that he was able to take on Krillin, but then he tries his mental telepathy powers to try paralyze everyone, but to his shock, yeah, it's not working on Gine and Fasha at all. they're just too powerful for those kind of meager tricks to work. And well, oh, General Blue, you doomed yourself the moment you chose to mess with a couple of Saiyans. 3, if you count Kakarot. Essentially, General Blue is taken out and killed right there on the spot. After all, this guy did mean business. He was intending to kill Krillin. So, yeah, bye-bye Blue. And good riddance. I'm not a fan of General Blue. And, well, with that, they are able to find the Dragon Ball and they get out of there. Bulma, of course, has nothing more to do with this, considering, that there was an entire Red Ribbon army after him. And well, this is where things begin to deviate a bit more in the story, because Gine and Fasha were having quite a bit of good time, dealing with these army guys. They decide to go with Kakarot to continue finding Grandpa Gohan's Dragon Ball, and yeah, battling an entire military. Come on, this is the sort of fun that Fasha has been missing out on. And well, with Gine being as strong as she is now, why not? Why not stretch out her Saiyan instincts a little and cause a little destruction? As long as they were bad people. No good people. Just the bad ones. And well, with that, we basically begin to head when Goku, and along with his mother Gine and Fasha, end up in the land of Karin tracking the next Dragon Ball, and they deal with General Yellow. And well, this is where Commander Red decides to send in Mercenary Tao. And when he appears, he's just as deadly and nasty as you would expect. You must be Goku. I have been hired to eliminate you. And as for your two girlfriends over there, well, I don't shy away. I'll kill any man, woman, or child. If they insist on getting in my way, I will kill them too. And well, Bora, being the guardian of the land, tries to defend them all, and well, Mercenary Tao ends up putting a spear through him like he does in the original, and everyone is just especially shocked by this. And well, Kakarot was getting ready to charge in, but little too late, because Fasha and Gine have already begun their attack, and they are wailing on Mercenary Tao. Something fierce, I will tell you. It is brutal. Kakarot is shocked by this. He's never seen Fasha or his mother behave like this. It was brutal, but scary at the same time. Exhilarating, definitely terrifying. Kakarot's just sort of hoping he never upsets his mother or Fasha like that. And their instinct right now is pretty much for protecting Kakarot. This guy said his intention was to kill Kakarot, and he's already killed one person. You do not mess with Gine's son. And double especially if Fasha's there as well. Yeah. And with that, Mercenary Tao is destroyed on the spot. I know these earlier Dragon Ball villains, they're not really lasting very long, are they? Well, with that, Kakarot vows that we'll find the remaining Dragon Balls and we'll bring your father back, promising Upa. And with that, they are on their way, charging the Red Ribbon Army. And if you thought the battle between Kakarot and the Red Ribbon Army in the original was one-sided and pretty much like a massacre. This time they're dealing with 3 Saiyans, 2 of which are way stronger than Kakarot. It is a massacre. The Red Ribbon Army soldiers are dying left, right, and center. And, Kakarot is bad enough. They can't even stop him, let alone dealing with his mother and Fasha, who were just dominating, and Fasha just sort of smiling. I gotta admit, I did miss this a little bit. That's right. Run in terror, like those you may run in terror. Setting off explosions and explosions. I think in a way when Fasha is killing these guys, she's pretending they're all Frieza. Because Fasha still, after all this time, still wants revenge on Frieza. Even though Gine does try to talk her out of it, and sometimes life gets in the way, they're happy and she forgets about it. But then there are moments like this where they can be Frieza. And well, so with that, the Red Ribbon Army is completely decimated and destroyed. And, Gine and Fasha are pretty much done having their fun. Look to see that Kakarot struggling a little bit, and Gine wanting to protect her son pretty much wants to step in, but Fasha just stops her. No, let Kakarot stand on his own 2 feet. And well, just like in the original, Kakarot defeats Commander Black and his robot suit. And well, when that's all done, they're pretty much left and greeted by the entire Dragon team, who have also come to help them. But yeah, they've kind of missed the party. Poor Launch. She was all sneezed, blonde hair, machine guns ready to go. But no, they just completely missed out. Yep. And so with that, we've got the entire fortune teller barber bit, and that pretty much is played out a lot easier than what it is in the original, because, well, Fasha, Kakarot, and Gine were on Team Turtle Hermit, along with Yamcha, Krillin, Upa, and Pua. And of course, you're battling Fortune Teller Barber's 5 warriors, and even though Krillin's lost pretty early on, Pua and Upa got rid of the vampire guy, just like they do in the original, and Yamcha battling the Invisible Man, while Gine and Fasha, they're almost looking at this like it's like a complete joke. And well, Yamcha is beaten by the Mummy Man, and this is where Gine actually steps up and defeats the Mummy Man, and the guy who uses the Devil Might Beam, he's taken out relatively quickly as well. Remember, they're stronger than Kakarot. And as for their last opponent, well, there was no last opponent, because Grandpa Gohan isn't dead in this reality, and actually, scratch that. I've got a better idea. Just thought of it right now, top of my head. There is a final opponent, and it is a man in a mask. However, there is something very familiar about this opponent. He's strong, muscly looking. He's wearing very particular armor. He's got his hair that looks just like Kakarot, in fact. And anyway, the final match is going on. And just to keep things interesting, Fasha and Gine have not quite caught on who this person is. Although it is really completely obvious. I think we all know who this mystery opponent is. And well, basically he is doing battle with Gine in the outside arena, and well, she ultimately loses the battle, but it's a pretty good battle. And the man, the Mars is thinking, I wouldn't have expected Gine to increase her power this much. She used to be such a battle shy Saiyan. Now she seems to be reveling it. I am proud. Of course, the masked man is actually Bardock. And well, she loses, and well, Fasha ends up battling him next, and Bardock is surprised that yes, even she's managed to increase her power somewhat, and these whole martial arts skills and things, he is being caught off guard quite a bit. However, through battling and combat, Fasha does eventually catch on to who this warrior is just by his fighting style. Bardock, it's really you in there. That's what she's sort of thinking as she's battling here. And well, since they've been on the same squad and trained together and all that, they know each other pretty well, so it's a pretty even fight in some spaces. Bardock is still a lot stronger than she is, but it is pretty much a more even fight. But once again, Bardock does get the win, pretty much leaving it to his younger son, Kakarot. And well, Kakarot battles with him, and well, you might think Bardock is pulling his punches here, but he actually isn't. He wants to give his son everything he's got, and he wants to see his son give him everything he's got, so he can truly assess his power. Let's see how well he does when the odds are really stacked against him. And to his surprise, Kakarot has grown stronger than he would have thought possible. From a mere power level of 2 to this, to be able to more or less pull off the same sort of tricks that Fasha and Gine were pulling off. This sensing energy, raising their power level at will. Bardock doesn't even have his scouter on, so he can't really tell. So, anyway, with that, Bardock does grab Goku's tail and pretty much does the same sort of thing Grandpa Gohan does, snapping it off, and Bardock just basically chooses to surrender right then and there. He could keep going, and he could beat Kakarot quite easily, but he chose to surrender. And well, he takes off his mask, revealing everyone that he's Goku's father. Kakarot finally gets to see his father again, who's got the daily pass. The daily pass to come back. And well, he's filled in with everything that's been going on. And well, Fasha basically vowing to Bardock, don't you worry. I will find the Dragon Balls, we will bring you back, and we'll avenge Frieza together. However, Bardock more or less just stops her there, and basically says that he's actually fine staying in Otherworld. He's with Tora, Shugesh, and Borgos. They're all there with him, plus some of the other Saiyans that have died, and some of the ones who are more or less good. They all got their own little space. Of course, they're pretty much in hell from all the bad things they've done, but they've got their own little section, so to speak. So he's actually quite happy there, actually. And he's, yeah. He's just glad that both his sons are alright, that Gine is fine and getting stronger, and of course that Fasha is alive too. And Fasha does vow they will avenge his death. They'll avenge the Saiyans and get rid of Frieza once and for all. Bardock just sort of smirks back and says, I wouldn't expect any less from you, Fasha. Well done. Kakarot, keep growing strong. You have made me proud today. And Gine, you really surprised me today. Keep doing the amazing job you're doing with this boy. And with that, Bardock takes his leave, and that whole chestnut is settled with Goku finally learning the location of the last Dragon Ball. He summons it up. Gine and Fasha went with him, so there's no trouble with Pilaf handing the final Dragon Ball over. No problem at all. And well, they take Upa back to his home, summon the Eternal Dragon, and they wish for Upa's father to come back. And well, Fasha and Gine just both couldn't be more prouder of Kakarot. Just the kindness of his heart, that he's growing strong, all of that. And well, they're all just happy they got to see Bardock one last time. And of course, getting confirmation that Raditz is still alive somewhere. And well, with that, they more or less, Gine and Fasha more or less are going to return home, back to Grandpa Gohan's homestead, while Roshi has given Goku the task of training by himself around the world for 3 years with no flying Nimbus, right up until the next Tenkaichi Budokai. And I think that's where we're going to be leaving things for right now. So what do you guys think? Did you enjoy this story? Did you enjoy this part? How'd you like my little improv there? You know, making Bardock the mystery opponent of for the Fortune Teller Barber Saga, Bardock being the final warrior they face. I thought that was a pretty cool idea, and certainly gives us a bit of fan service for us who really enjoy Bardock. Yeah. So with that, don't forget to leave your comments and thoughts on the Don't forget to leave your thoughts. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Definitely leave your feedback in the comments, because that really does help this channel, and it really does help our what if stand out, especially when you throw in your own suggestions and come up with things that I may have missed, because as I keep saying, I can always fix them up in the next part. That's no problem. So thank you guys for joining me again today, and I will see you guys again next time when we continue more what if content. Alright, catch you later. See you around.